anime too in general. Oh, I finally caught up on the One Piece dub. So now I have no One Piece to watch at the moment, unless I want to watch a sub.
I mean, how many more episodes are there out right now?
About like 300 more than the dub has. Jesus. I mean, the dub's catching up.
I assume then that they're just dumping out.
Yeah, they're dumping out about like every 2 months. They're dumping out like 14 episodes at a time. So I mean, like they're getting there.
Yeah. They'll catch up at some point then.
Indeed, yeah. So they're making good progress catching up. They might catch up by the time Wano finishes, maybe. Or by the time Wano finishes, they'll be starting the dub.
That'll be good.
Yeah, that'd be pretty solid if they are. Because they just finished Dressrosa, so now they're on Zao, and then they have Whole Cake. I've also been reading the One Piece manga, too.
You're all in.
Yeah, I'm all in. I want to see how it ends, because, you know, what's the worst thing that can happen about getting invested into a story and finding out that the ending sucks?
It did end. Did it end?
No, well, they say it's going to end in 5 years. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be closer to like 7 or 8. Just based on like Wano, they've been in Wano for 3 years now at this point. And there's at least 2 or 3 more islands at this point after Wano. And it's just like, if they spend 2 years on each of them, like, I mean, that's 6 years right there. And that doesn't even get into what the One Piece treasure is and stuff. Which, if the treasure, by the way, if it turns out the treasure is the friendships we made along the way, I would be so pissed. I don't think it'll be that, but certainly, I mean, I'm impressed with the writing of it, very much so. I need attack powers. I do not have any. There we go. Now everybody has attack. I'm very impressed with the writing. And I do not think I would be, because I hate Naruto. I hate Bleach is okay for like 1 or 2 arcs, and it's just let's be honest. The Dragon Ball narrative is also bullshit. if we're to truly be honest, Dragon Ball is cool, but it's not like it's written really intelligently.
Yeah,
exactly. It's kind of mindless bullshit. It's fine though.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same thing. Somebody shows up, threatens the livelihood of
Precisely.
people.
You use the Dragon Balls to bring everybody back, therefore eliminating any stakes in the matter. Like, I mean, it's cyclical almost in a way. That doesn't mean it can't be fun, but I mean, yeah.
Yes,
you just know that Vegeta can't win in the end. As long as you know that Vegeta will never do anything of remote value, then you will enjoy Dragon Ball.
Well, I've already pointed this out before, but Vegeta is the best dad in that series.
Yes. Well, I mean, you were actually just shitting me the other night.
Kid.
That Shishomaru is a worse dad than Goku.
That's true.
I mean, it is, yes.
He is more absent in his kid's life than Goku.
I have not watched season 2 of Yashahime yet. Is it still as shitty as the first season?
Oh yeah, I mean, it busts out. You know, you got a story episode or 2. I forget what episode.
Probably like 3 or 4, probably.
No, I think we're only 2 in. I think the third one just came out yesterday.
Okay. I mean, I will watch it, but in fairness, I still have to watch the rest of... I still haven't watched the last 2 episodes of the dub.
Oh, okay, so then you're basically just in for 3 straight story episodes, because it's basically just like, that one's a story, the last 2 are story episodes, this first one's a story episode.
But I mean, story is fine. I mean, I know...
Oh, the story's the fun part. That's the part you're actually fucking invested in.
Precisely, yeah, because as I've learned rewatching Inuyasha, apparently every episode is a filler arc. Except for maybe 3 or 4 every 20 episodes.
I mean, that's basically what this is doing.
Canon
episode
is
2.
Filler.
Episode 2 just goes back to, back to the formula, Monster of the Week formula.
Which, I mean, can be fine, too. Like, Buffy got a lot of stuff out of that, too. But Buffy also had compelling characters and actual good writing, despite whatever you think of the shitbag who actually was doing the writing. And how much of a shitty person he was.
Oh, man. So what I'm saying is that Yashahime is great. You should catch up.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I definitely will. Oh, I just killed Cthulhu. He's fine.
He's fine. He looks fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Everybody's eggy, so it's all good.
That's questionable as fuck, but
yeah,
okay.
Indeed. All right, there we go.
Oh, one more battle to get to level 20.
Indeed. Seems like it's almost like a plan to get fully leveled up, as it were.
Very suspicious. Almost as suspicious as all of these ribs sticking out of the ground. Oh my god.
That's a lot of
Mahahama.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. A lot of creatures. The good news is they die pretty easily.
But that little son of a bitch is healing him.
It's fine. He'll be dead very quickly.
A Kraken, huh?
See, easy enough.
My God.
All good, all good. They don't take too much. They go down pretty easily. It's still just generic battles for the most part have not been too hard. Although I have been having to recycle now, which is not something I was having to do before.
She dead.
Alive.
I sneezed into the mic. Oh my God, Ross, edit that out.
It stays in.
God damn it. Now everybody will know I have COVID.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dude, one of our friends is going to Vancouver tomorrow, and it's just like he doesn't know if he's going to be able to actually go because like the COVID tests are so backed up at the moment.
Oh God.
And it's just like, well, am I going to Vancouver tomorrow or not for business or not? I mean, there's no way of knowing.
Who's going to Vancouver?
Stefan.
Oh.
Stefan from our Delta Room playthrough here.
Vancouver on the old business run.
Indeed.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to know for certain. But he's hoping he gets to go, because, I mean, you know, Vancouver's nice, you know. It's, well, I guess it is hockey season, but it's not deep enough into the hockey season where they burn their city to the ground because the Canucks suck. So, you know, go Blackhawks, by the way, even though they're absolutely shitty at the moment. And they're probably going to be shitty all year.
Right, that makes me want to look up how the Packers are doing.
Packers beat the Bears today, so you can put that in the list of when we're actually doing that. Of course they beat the Bears.
I mean, that's
the
not
Bears are absolutely
overly
shit.
surprising. So are the Packers, though.
The Packers are 5-1. They're
okay.
They're fine.
The first game, which is the game they lost, they looked abysmal, and they looked terrible in the preseason. I thought that
they're fine. All Aaron Rodgers needed was time to get warmed up and to ask what is a football, and then he's fine. All right, God. We got a boog in here. The locked up reindeer over there, along with the Mery Lewd. How do you like my handiwork, granddaughter of the Jolly One? How could you? How could I? How could I? Year after year, the Jolly One ignored me in favor of flying deer. I can fly. I can pull a sleigh. I could appear in Christmas cards and have festive songs written about me. Actually, you do have some songs about you. None that have gone platinum.
I hate to interrupt this wine fest, but I'm on a tight schedule here. It's time for you to disappear.
I would have thought a fellow undead would understand.
Oh, I'm not undead.
Really? I was positive. Probably thinking of Breath of Death 7?
I have no idea what Breath of Death 7 is.
No idea.
Maybe there's a Cthulhu in it that's undead.
Could be.
Right. It's a common mistake. The undead heroes are in the other game.
No joking.
My other game and the undead game are usually bundled together, so it's an easy mistake to make.
Okay. My apologies.
Think nothing of it. Now it's time for you to die. Well, die again. I'll make sure it takes this time.
Alright.
Oh, damn, that was a quick... Oh, it's this thing. Now
yeah.
that
what
is a Christmas
that?
tradition.
I don't know what that
here.
is. Oh, she goes crazy, though.
Let me use the old Google Arena here.
She has some sort of crazy hit. I'm going to defense up the party. And I'm going to poison her. Stun is probably not a bad thing to do either. I'm going to disarm. Okay. Do a couple different things. Yeah, what is that? Because I have no idea what the fuck that is.
The folk custom from South Wales. The tradition entails the use of a hobby horse. Fuck, that's an actual thing.
I had no idea.
The term hobby horse is used principally by folklorists to refer to the costumed characters that feature in some traditional seasonal costumes, processions, And similar appearances around the world, like in Mayday. Okay, so that's that.
I mean, yeah, there's no way of knowing.
It's a horse's skull, mounted on a pole and carried by an individual hidden under a sackcloth. With
So
bells
no
in
way
the
of knowing
eyeholes.
what that means.
Custom was first recorded in 1800. It was a tradition performed at Christmas time by groups of men who would accompany the horse on its travels around the local area.
I guess it makes sense why it wants Santa to ride it, I guess.
Dressed as stock, and they would be dressed as stock characters. Carried to local houses where they would request entry through the medium of song. Householders would be expected to deny them through song. Jesus Christ.
So there's no way of knowing what it
Two
does.
sides would continue their responses to one another. Denied entry and given food and drink. So apparently in Wales, you'd just get ginned up and you'd run around during Christmas time with a horse skull on a stick, and you'd dress up and you'd go to their houses and you'd carol at them, and then they would carol back at you.
Interesting.
And eventually they would be like, "All right, now come in and have dinner." And then you and your weird horse would come in and have dinner.
Interesting.
This might be one of the best Christmas,
I mean, it might
customs.
be, yeah. It's possible. Okay, double poison? Probably not, but... He's got a lot of HP, but he's not really hurting me too much, so unless he's got a final form or something. Which, don't rule it out. They might have a final form. Although they're doing the thing that you should do, which is hurt the mage.
Awful bastards. Oh my god, did you throw your bomb at him?
I sure did. Well, I get the bomb every game, so I mean, it's not a big deal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, all your items and stuff come back at the end of everything.
I see.
So you're not really managing much of anything.
Yeah.
Let's defense up the Cthulhu here. He's been taking a beating.
Yeah, he's looking rough. Damn, lots of Christmas traditions so far.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the game. I mean, it'd be weird if they were like, let's battle the Easter Bunny or something. Although I wouldn't be surprised if like a game did that at some point.
Yeah.
Isn't there like some... I thought I saw
creepy as fuck.
something like a game where you play as Jesus and do miracles and stuff. I don't know if that game ended up
VeggieTales
coming
game?
out. No, it was like an actual like a first-person like BioShock game, but you're Jesus. And
Damn. that'd
yeah,
be so
I'm almost positive that game never came out for the obvious reason of, yeah,
The church.
the church would never allow that game to exist.
It'd be fun though.
I mean, it would. I'd give it a go possibly. If it exists, let me know in the comments. But I mean, I don't think it exists. I think it was a thing that is like, hey, this is the thing we're making. Come stop us, Catholicism, and they did.
And they did.
Yeah.
That's the real moral of the story.
Indeed.
No, I have no. Yeah, that'd be a pretty hilarious game.
I'm certain it would be. I don't know if it'd be any good, but I mean, it'd certainly be something. Yeah, I mean, at this point, there's not much he can do, but I don't have a lot to hit her with. Oh, Jesus, that almost killed her. One shot. There we go.
And excellent.
Indeed. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot they're doing to us to, like, hurt us. This cannot be! How could I have been defeated so easily?
It happens to the best of villains. It's nothing to be ashamed about.
It will take years for this land to regain its former glory and beauty, but you can begin to atone by telling us where Santa is. I know not. The other three, definitely three, members of the Christmas League of Evil keep his location a tight secret. Grandfather, I will rescue you no matter what the cost. Where can we find the next League member? Answer me. Oh, don't worry about that. It will find you. Ha 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 ha. And with that, the Mery Lewd vanishes. That was ominous. What next, boss?
We should return back to town and prepare for the fights ahead. Quickly, before the locked-up reindeer notice us and make us rescue them.
Oh yeah, they're fucking in the background. That's great. I didn't notice them.
Fine, you can let them go free. I can't believe your Dark Lord, who is me, is so benevolent.
It is now Christmas Eve the 22nd. I haven't been able to find anything about the remaining Leaf Christmas Evil members.
You worry too much. Take it easy. The Mery Lewd said they would come to us. Relax.
Relax? How can I possibly relax? Every day that we don't rescue Santa is another day that Christmas doesn't come. So we're stuck in a Groundhog's Day loop?
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's what all the eves are for.
I guess it's fair, yeah.
Is it really so bad for it to be perpetually Christmas Eve? All the anticipation of presents without the crushing disappointment?
I guess I kind of just assumed like we were starting off in like Christmas, like when like they start putting Christmas stuff up at stores, which is like Halloween.
I mean, that makes sense.
Effectively we have like 50 days here.
Yeah, that's probably accurate, really.
I'm with you, boss. I never get what I want for Christmas. That's because you two are on the naughty list. Your experience is an indicative of everybody else. You're telling me that Cluck Cluck doesn't deserve any presents? That can't be right. Hoot hoot. Chicken presents aren't really under Santa's jurisdiction. He has claws in his name. I shouldn't need a chicken clause just to get a present for Cluck Cluck. Hey, you three. Hasn't this town always sounded this gloomy? Or has this town always sounded this gloomy? Now that you mentioned it, the carolers do sound less lively than normal. Could it be a portent?
Could carolers sense impending doom? Is that a power they have?
I feel like that's the only power they have, is they're just constantly wandering in a state of doomed. Yes, carolers can sense impending doom just like cows can tell the weather and golden retrievers. Or maybe it's not that carolers can sense doom so much as they're a part of it.
Well, that's what you just said.
Yeah.
That theory is so ridiculous, it must be true.
And I said it beforehand, so it definitely is the case. It is now Christmas Eve the 23rd. Alright, that's a good spot to leave it here then.
Okay, yeah.